pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras, go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise, make graveyards feel alive, break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in it.
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And we've got the Bengals superstar wide receiver. It was a nice line for him a week ago, reaching the century mark and scoring a touchdown. It's the Bengals and the Titans, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
By many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Tennessee Titans. Brandon Gunn with my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Titans in this matchup, very tough unit to throw against.
And this is not one of the better passing offenses in the league to begin with, Brandon. And to illustrate that point, they're down near the bottom of the power ranking, so the focus is going to need to be on possession-type throws. Whether they're trying to use their running backs or tight ends a little bit more, the big thing is to make sure the quarterback gets it out of his hands quickly to his receivers, and they hope to gain an advantage that way.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Coming out of the end zone, here's Dontrell Hilliard. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. They're led out by last season's comeback player of the year. In his third season now, it's Joe Burrow.
And when you come into the league as the #1 guy selected, a lot of hype comes with it. Sometimes that weight can be unbearable. But this young man, he took that weight on and handled it as well as you can imagine. And I love his ability to make a second, third reaction play and create downfield.
Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. You get a look at their key inactives for this week's game, and Charles, clearly you don't want to have any of these guys unavailable, especially when you're where they're at fighting for a playoff spot.
I agree, because the postseason is on the line. So you've got to overcome the injuries and find a way to win. And the only way to do that, the guys available have to step up. What's that mantra in the NFL? Next man up. This is their opportunity.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now Burrow on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. The Titans at 7-3 now on the year. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring. A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Again, it's Burrow. Screen play, Anderson. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. On 2nd down, Anderson. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcer there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
Bullock's kick is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0.
Well, they started the drive backed up pretty deep, but a nice effort to overcome the field position, get into field goal range on the game's opening possession.
And, Brandon, I think from where they started, the initial thought was, can we get 1 or 2 first downs and help out our defense after we pump the ball away with field position? But as that drive went on, I think their sights got set a little bit higher. They were thinking touchdown, ended up settling in between and coming away with a field goal.
Here come the Bengals now to take over. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
The numbers for Mixon last week, 16 carries, 86 yards.
And their success running the ball in the previous game has to give them a lot of confidence, but they also understand going against a top 5 rush defense means you have to have a lot of offense in your game plan. Misdirection, counters, power game, maybe even some quarterback run to take the heat off of the running back.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also a walking coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize it either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
2nd and 9 now. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
But they've been fighting and scratching and clawing for that first sack in the game, and it turns out to be a big one. Not just a short one right there behind the line. First one they get, 10-plus yards, and the guy who has the legs to escape most of these.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From midfield now, Burrow. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be held down at about the 30-yard line.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
To the air again, Burrow. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. These two teams, the Bengals and Titans, you might remember they met in the divisional round of the playoffs last year. And that was a shocker. Titans seeded number 1 at home, coming off the bye. They were upset by the upstart Bengals, 19-16 on a 35-degree January day in Nashville. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Bullock's kick is good, and that will make it 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. 6-0 our score after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. As they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. Looking to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
Good protection there on 3rd down. This is just a simple flip to his tight end outside the numbers, and he's able to haul it in and pick up the 1st down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 43. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll look to throw again.
That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Back to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. 2nd and 5. Throw left side complete to Chase. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 13-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
But whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice is really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. 4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7.
He'll look to throw. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 40, 20, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did. It came through with a big-time pick six.
On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And he's got it to make it now 13-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. The Bengals getting set to go. And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize. Put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction.
Now a throw here to his running back. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 2nd and 1. He's got Hooper on the short connection. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw.
And this one hauled in. Again, it's Hooper.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. To Mixon on the check down. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back play.
3rd and 2. Just run the quick little hitch, which they did. Ball's out of quarterback's hands. And yes, indeed, they pick up the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. 4 yards remain for second down.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They're going to look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt.
McPherson was a rookie last year, made a league-leading 9 kicks from 50-plus yards, and added to it in the playoffs with some other big kicks to help propel his team to the Super Bowl. But that time, unable to convert.
So here are the Titans to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat of this ball game as well. 2 sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. They start the drive with Anderson. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They go play action with Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Anderson. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and this defense has had its share of problems getting guys to the ground. And here's another example. They never should have allowed this play to gain as many yards as it did, but poor tackling early in the play led to big yardage after the fact.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact.
Up the middle, it's Anderson. Oh, good move. And some room to run now. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to get the football back as we have reached the 2-minute warning. They'll come out throwing here on first down.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. A big kick that time, 52 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Titans set and ready to go on offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one. What a quick start to the drive, but not for the team that really needed it. In only a few seconds, the opposing QB found himself on the turf, and the defense is celebrating 2nd and long.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. Back deep, Trent Taylor. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
Well, the Bengal offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw.
Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On play action, they'll throw. And that's caught at the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. Let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. Now time for a check of the next-gen stats in the first half for the Bengals. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds. And meanwhile, for the Titans, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, part of their struggles in the first half was their inability to convert consistently on 3rd down. But how about this well-designed play? Gave himself plenty of options and able to get the hook up and keep the drive going.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Back to Mixon on second down. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. Once again, they run with Mixon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Switch it up here and look to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Now back to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 23-yard line.
One of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Mixon up the middle. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And they'll get this down to the 10. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll set up a throw. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So on 4th down, on is Evan McPherson and the Bengal field goal unit. This is a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Burrow. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. On 3rd down, Burrow. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. They'll try the middle with Anderson. And he stopped immediately there.
2nd and 10 coming up here in Nashville. Third quarter action.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Here's Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's a give to Mixon. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet inbounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
They'll look to throw again. His throw incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw again. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
So a pressure spot here for Evan McPherson. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Out come the Titans now. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They run again. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Burrow. He'll get that one to Carter complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there and a first down.
Good sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
First down. Here's Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Back to the ground, Anderson. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Now Burrow on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
They run it again with Anderson. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. On 2nd and 9. Burrow, screen play, Anderson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They give it to Anderson. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now it's Burrow. Flushed out right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
He's known for his legs and his fancy footwork, but he's not getting much of a chance to use it here. The defense continued to hold the upper hand by bringing him down on that play.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Burrow will throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. Bullock's kick is good, and that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So now the Bengals down by 10. A little under 1:50 remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That's complete to Chase. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And this one is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Connecting with Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they've certainly had trouble asking this defense to throw it out close. So it's not going to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Titans are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The Titans go victory formation as they take a knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. The Titans go victory formation down to a knee. Burrow down to a knee, and that should be the final act of this one. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Well, see, I only like one game ball.
You're
handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls plural,
but I like where we're going with this. You say one to represent, like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for Tennessee, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs.